Hey guys, welcome back to the Great Family Reboot. I'm Josh, and this is my special guest host for the day, my daughter Mallory.
Hello, it's me.
Mallory's filling in for Lisa today, and we're excited to have some fun here.
Yep.
So what are we going to talk about today?
Australia.
So arriving in Australia, I was determined that we were going to have a little bit smoother go of it than we've had in the past. And so I made sure we had a good airport transfer, and we did. We had a great...
I don't remember it.
We got picked up in a really nice black Mercedes van, cold water, mint Mentos, and a driver who knew where he was going. So instantly, Sydney got off to a great start for us.
I'll start with the Mentos.
It's a good thing we did have him because our place was kind of tricky to find. We stayed at a vacation rental on the north side of the harbor on a little spot called Cremorne Point, and our place was at the very tippy edge of the point. So we had this amazing view, which you've already seen once. It was incredible to walk out your front door every day and see the whole harbor, see the Opera House, see the bridge, see all the amazing architecture and buildings and the water and the parks and the boats and yeah, that was high living. One other great thing about it is we were right next to one of the ferry stations, so we could get the ferries, the boats, ferry.
Station?
Well, what would you call it?
The ferry dock.
It was just right outside the front door, so we could get into town very easily. We could get over to the zoo very easily if we wanted to take that route, but it was a really short trip, maybe 10 minutes to cross the harbor and be into anything that we wanted to see. We had high hopes for Sydney. We didn't have a lot of time. We were only there for 5 days. We wanted to get in, see the city, and really enjoy the vibe and check all the boxes of the main sites that we wanted to see. You've got the Opera House, you've got the bridge, and there's several parks in town and some great food, and we wanted to see it all. We got in on a ferry that morning, and we got off at Circular Quay Station, and we wanted to go see the signature piece of the Sydney Harbor, the Opera House. Not a long ways away, but we decided to walk it. What did you think of the Opera House?
It was cool architecture.
After we'd seen the Opera House, the kids were about tapped out, even though Lisa and I were just getting going. We agreed. Mallory's the food spotter for us.
Yes.
She picks out the good stuff and we go check it out.
I'm the foodie.
So what did we hit up?
Pancakes on the Rocks.
So this cool restaurant, this cool pancake place, we picked that out. It was right up your alley.
So good. I could eat their breakfast on something. It was pancakes that they had put ice cream on and whipped cream and chocolate and strawberries and sprinkles and goodness.
They even had gluten-free pancakes so I could have some. So I haven't had pancakes for a while, so that was fun. And lots of butter. Love my butter. We got that in, brought us back a little bit, but that was really it for the day. We went back, we relaxed, and
that's how we like it.
Yep. Here's why we only booked 5 days for Sydney. Sydney was one of the first places we booked when we were back in Utah, very early on, before we'd really had any experience out in the world, and we knew Sydney was really expensive. We were looking around. I didn't know how much time we could afford there. In hindsight, I wish we would have done at least a full 7 days. So lesson learned, we'll go back to Sydney someday and have some fun. First big adventure after seeing the city was...
Drum roll, please. I forgot. Taronga Zoo!
So Sydney has an absolutely beautiful zoo. It also is right on the harbor.
Cue B-roll.
So what was your favorite part of Taronga Zoo?
The seal show. Dad, what was your favorite part of the zoo?
The shade. What are you personally hoping to get out of this around the world travel adventure?
A bigger Instagram.
So we've been traveling now about a month and a half. What is the biggest lesson that you've learned so far?
Not to judge things by their looks. In Fiji, you would go to a lot of places, and because we stayed in more of the poor part of Fiji, a lot of places you'd look at it and be like, are we really going in there? And then you go and be like, oh, this is really cool, like the grocery store.
I know early on in our travels, that kind of stuff scared you a lot. Like you got really nervous. Do you feel like you're learning to handle that stuff a little bit better?
Kind of. I'm still, every time we go in something like that, I'm just like,
fair enough.
I don't want to be in there. I'm too used to the clean stores in Utah, like Walmart.
Do you have any questions for me?
What was your favorite food you had in Australia?
Ooh. It was the acai bowl place that delivered to us. It was the place that was like Cali Press.
It was the place that I didn't get to order.
Sorry about that.
It's fine, I got to eat Mom's.
What's one thing that you've noticed that I've gotten better at since we've started traveling?
You're getting better at editing and getting faster.
Put your hands down. Sit up.
Tap!
This is just for you, Mal. I just wanted to say how proud I am of you and the growth that you're making on this journey. I've seen you overcome some obstacles, some challenges, particularly with swimming, and just dealing with new situations and environments. You're coming along, and I hope that you recognize that soon. I'm really proud of you, sweetheart, and I love you.
3, 2, 1, the shot. Pow! Stop that water!
God's water. My oldest daughter, Mallory. Welcome to the show. Quick, yeah, okay. And this is my special guest host for the day. Okay. I crashed and burned. All right. What do you? We got picked.
Dad!
Yeah, I'll get it. We got picked up in a nice
I was doing
black.
something weird when you started.
Okay, start it again. Yeah, okay, I'll get pictures from her. That's
Put it
cool.
on my Instagram. Go follow me now. The cough though, it's like.
Person. Okay,
Dad, you were so close.
I know.